Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Kite from Musics to Hang Up. I've got Porter Vong on the show. We just met
Richest man here.
Richest man here. We met at 100% Electronicon, so I want to get him on here to talk a little bit. To start off, how did you start Porter Vong? Like, what was the idea there, and how did you build it in such a name that it is now?
So the way I started the Porter Vong experience was firstly looking at the Vaporwave scene and looking at the social media and kind of seeing what I didn't like or maybe what I would like to see or what would give people a good time. And so it started as just kind of a fun thing, and I didn't really predict how quickly it would blow up or how much it would catch on. As you saw yourself, all the clients coming up to me at Electronicon, taking the pictures. My face is out there now because I always told my clients I'm not Tom Vu. But the way it grew was just realizing how much people enjoyed this. And on one hand, yes, Porter Vong, I'm a persona. And that's part of the fun. But on the other hand, as you can see sitting here with you, I'm a real human being. And connecting with people, I think I've heard so many times, is just really providing something positive. And so that's what I am aiming to do.
So what was it about Tom Vu that you picked him out of like all of those kind of fake selling people that were around in the 90s?
The interesting thing about Tom Vu was, first of all, there was some nostalgic value to that, I think, where the charming thing about him, in my opinion, is that, yes, he was making the most stereotypical, obnoxious sales pitch kind of video in his time, but at the same time, the way he presents it is so earnest, and he just kind of believes in it, and it's kind of charming. And I thought, okay, I want to tap into that, but the vision I've always had for the richest man is not to say I'm better than you, I'm better than my clients because I'm rich, and you're stupid if you're not. I've always wanted to make the good guy, create the good money, and so that's when the other inspirations started coming in, like Keanu or Dale Cooper, and just kind of these personalities where I thought, I have pictures of them all in suits, and so it helped me give that kind of anonymous face to the spirit of success. But it also kind of made an image of a rich person that people actually trust and feel okay with somehow.
That's awesome. And it's worked perfectly. You have released music, you have music on cassettes and all that kind of stuff. When was the idea to turn him also into a producer? What was that?
So with that, it was always the intention to do music. It started with the music.
Did it?
First track was Get It Now, and I had this idea for the Porter Vong brand and how I was going to present it, but it started with the track. And really, part of the success right now actually all comes down to the music.
That's it,
Because if I was just putting out simple, slowed down, no changes, music about money, or just doing the same kind of meme over and over again, no one's going to stick around for that. But I think, in my opinion, part of the magic with Porter Vong is that some people take time to come around. Maybe they need to feel out the persona, or maybe they start liking the persona. But I've found the way people react to the music is that's what kind of keeps them there. Because they heard my first mixtape, and maybe they're into that chopped and screwed sound, and they're like, okay, at first maybe I didn't get it, but now I'm on board. I'm in the winner's circle. And now the music that's coming is only going to get better. So musically, it was always the intention for the music to kind of be what seals the deal.
And get you into vapor as well.
Exactly.
That scene.
And because of how I'm starting all of this, with so much experience, 3 years in vapor and a lifetime of music, I'll admit that it's been kind of easy for me to plan ahead of time how to put things out and how it's going to go.
Turn into a project.
And I think that you can do that without necessarily being cold or calculated. I'm just channeling experience and know-how with things like A, the music experience and producing, and B, the brand marketing and using the social media. Because the presentation is simple on the surface and fun, but there's so much thought that goes into Porter Vong, and so much work you have no idea. Like, I pretty much have my next year planned out on what I'm trying to make happen, and all I have is one mixtape out right now, and people are already excited.
Can you tell us a little bit of what your future's looking like?
So I've been telling clients last night that my goal is to start testing a set in Toronto, and cross our fingers, my friend. I want to get to the stage in the States in 2020. I would love to make that happen somehow.
Have you talked to like George or something about coming to too?
I've spoken to George. I've spoken to friends in St. Louis.
Okay.
There's a lot that could happen, and I'm not sure how it's going to go down.
Okay.
But before we get to that point in a year from now, the plan in the meantime is my album Came to Win, which is going to be the big one.
Okay.
That's going to bring out the original music. I've got 2 guitars restringed. I've been cutting vocals again and actually
really?
writing lyrics. Yeah, like we're going all the way with this. But that's not to say that I won't turn around and drop a surprise mixtape here or there.
Okay.
Just a hint.
Yeah. Awesome. Very cool. So now you're showing your face, and some people were worried about breaking the illusion. What made you come around and say, I'm going to finally do that?
You know...
Are you worried about that now?
I'm not worried about it anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
But at first, trust me, there was every reservation in the world to be like, you know what? Maybe I just won't talk to a single person all night long and tell people I couldn't make it.
What's crazy is before I met you, there was a whole circle of people wanting to talk to you. So I think it was a good idea.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that.
And now that you've done it, I think it's okay. I think now it actually it becomes more personable, because not only are you just seeing the Porter Vong images, now you get to meet the actual person behind it, and it's cool.
Yeah, well, that's just it. And now it's been since April since I've been on the scene doing the Richest Man thing.
Yeah.
And I'm very conscious of how do I keep this fresh, and how do I keep moving this to where I'm trying to go, which is bigger and better.
Yeah.
And so putting my face out there was inevitable. I said in my tweet, I actually have hair pieces being made inspired by Tom Vu, which those will come in play for my shows,
that'd be
my
cool.
seminars, my live seminars that I'm
that's
going to
cool.
do.
That's what you're going to call them?
Yeah, seminars, my shows, whatever the winner's circle wants to call it. It's all going to happen. But putting my face out there, definitely. Now, the day after Electronicon, I know it was the right move.
Awesome.
Because it was like, I have so much freedom now to do so much more.
Right.
Without having to overthink or hide anything.
Right.
And here I am sitting with Music's the Hang Up. First example.
Congratulations on that. That's awesome. Sweet. What else did I want to ask you? I guess, I don't know. Is there anything else you want people to know about? And then catch you. Do you still have cassettes available? I can't remember.
I don't have any physical merchandise available right now, but I have a ton of supplies waiting for me when I get home.
All right.
And like I said, without saying too much for my clients, they know I'm working on the big album Came to Win, but you never know when a mixtape might just fly out from the mansion.
All right.
That's all I'm going to say.
Have you actually contacted Tom Vu? Or like has there been any...
I have never contacted Tom Vu, but let me tell you this.
Okay.
I have a vision, my friend, of one day, before I die, I want to get an iconic photograph of Tom Vu, Keanu Reeves, Kyle MacLachlan, and Andrew WK at a poker table.
Yeah.
I just have this vision for one iconic photograph of these Porter Vong inspirations, and if the path of success goes far enough, I'll do everything to make it happen.
Yeah.
And if I can't, we have Photoshop.
We do have Photoshop. That's cool. Awesome. Well, I appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
You want to say a quote that Porter would say?
Yeah. The thing that I tell all my clients, and if you follow my social media, you already know the secret to success, but I mean it when I say the first step to winning, the first step to my success was knowing that I could be a winner. So when you know that you can be a winner, you've basically already won the game, my friend.
Awesome. Great news. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.